It's Wednesday night. OCR TV. We back. We got the Ferrari GT3 Challenge Scars coming at you. Hotter than a $2 pistol. I'm Wendell. Joining me this season is going to be Thomas Morse, the lovely creator of everything you're going to see tonight. All the beautiful pictures. Yes. Well, we'll ease them into that. The new overlay hype is real. It's beautiful. It works. Way better than the other one we were using. Even though we still use it. In any event, we got 2 races coming at you tonight. You're live with race 1. Don't leave after this race, because there's another one right after it. We invert the field. We put the fast guys in the back, the not as fast guys in the front, and then they just let them go. It's pretty awesome. It's been exciting last season, but I think it's going to be even more exciting this season because we got a Thomas Morris in the booth.
More exciting because we've doubled the field essentially. So doubling the field in inversions, let's just bring up a NASCAR All-Star race, and that's about how this is going to go.
Oh yeah, there is that too, huh?
I mean, it's amazing because I'm not in the field, so I don't have to worry about being that slow guy holding everyone up this time.
Well, it looks like qualifying is ending, Thomas.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, we came at him a little slow this week. But yeah. So we're gonna try to hit you with the Q results. Boom. Thomas, no surprise. Richardson, right where he left off last season, the top of the charts. He's sitting on the pole tonight.
What? No.
I know, it's amazing. We got Darwin Mintz up there, and we were watching him during practice, Thomas. Mintz looking really competitive.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw last time we were at Daytona, Wendell, just because Justin's quick doesn't mean you can really get away with the draft. You kind of just ride around and hang on to the guy. So with the top 4 guys taking pro, actually, sorry, top 5, that's going to be your battle. So
it's true. Oh, and before we get any further, we got 2 separate series within the same series. We got the amateur class, and we got the pro class. So we're going to have 2 separate winners, 2 separate points standings, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I think overall it's going to be kept the same, but obviously Eric's going to keep housekeeping on the points in case we need to, just for clerical errors or anything. But should have your AM winner and your pro winner. Well, already starting off bad there.
Scott Wimmer?
So yeah, Scott. Wow, that's a name drop. Wow.
Boom.
Yeah, it should be fun. Your pro AM division split by I rating, about 25, 27 and above is a pro. So no surprise, all those guys in the top 5 pretty high I rating, so that's why they got pro.
True. We got Fredericks, the fastest AM guy. He's sitting P7
He's a sneaky AM,
Oh, he is a sneaky dude. Run you through the rest of the qualifying order. Some of these names we are not even going to try to pronounce. I am going to try to pronounce the 19th place car. Badalamenti.
That is pretty good.
That is absolutely my new favorite name.
A lot of new faces. Same old place here at Scars. So hopefully we'll have quite the show. This is the best part, right? This is a late afternoon race, Wendell. Race 2, night race. So not only are we inverting the field, we're turning the lights off.
We're going to turn the light. Ooh. Reminds me of a country song, but we're not going to sing it because the people that pay us
that every country
don't
song?
like country. So.
Well, we don't have long to wait now. I mean, the field's just got to get through the bus stop, and we'll be headed off to green. 20 minutes of fantastic fun.
Yep, that's going to stay the same. 2 20-minute races coming at you. Race 1, race 2. This is race 1 up to. Mostly because, counting is hard, and we're going to do it every chance we get.
Well, it's hard to invert the field before, you actually run the race. And unfortunately, because of the nature of Daytona, these are rolling starts. But never fear, standing starts will make their return, I believe, next week on a more standard road course.
I can't wait for that. I have been loving the standing starts.
Well, I mean, the Ferrari's so I don't say challenging, but you have to hit the pit limiter just right, and then sometimes you get a little anxious on the button and hit it again, and you go from 60 to 30 again, so it's always fun.
It happens. Morris, we got a hell of a field tonight. It looks like
we're already green.
They're gone. Wasting no time. Richardson out front.
Yeah, no argy-bargy this time. He just kind of put the pedal down and got to it.
We're gonna wait for the timing to cycle through. It's gonna be
a lot of cars to get sorted.
Yeah, it is most certainly a lot of cars, but that should make for some exciting racing tonight. We're gonna try to bring you as much of it as we can. Oh, looks like we've already got a battle back there.
Surprising, everyone got through 1 and 2 pretty clean there.
Indeed, and timing-wise, looks like we're gonna have about 12 laps.
You like that window? You actually know how many laps you're gonna have.
That is amazing.
Not just maybe this is it.
Amazing. Looks like everybody has pretty much spread out nose to tail here. Straight line. Maybe first through at least 11th.
Everyone's on their best behavior here for the opening lap.
Oh, we've got, not sure who that is. Looks like Brian Son coming up behind two newcomers to the league. Deepari and G. Miller.
Greg Miller maybe there, and David.
Yeah, we're
holding off Brian there.
Hopefully by the last race of the season, we'll have these names down for you.
That's a pretty stiff promise there.
Oh, it was never a promise. It was a hopefully. But looks like these two, the 10 car and the 03 car and the 13 car, locked into battle going into turn 1.
Ooh, it's a hard braking zone in turn 1.
It's like 13 just going to back off a little bit, let the 03 of Brian Son go through.
Looks like had a little problem for Mr. Mites there in turn 1. He was running P2. Oh yeah, way off the track. Actually outbroke himself trying to race Justin there on the outside.
Oh,
luckily
man.
Didn't hit anything. That was... Whew.
Well, he has shown a lot of speed throughout the end of last season. And then, of course, starting out really strong tonight. He's got plenty of time to make it back up. But I'm really curious with this number of cars. It looks like we've got 24 of them on track. How the inverted field is going to work. It's definitely not going to be as easy as it was last season. Hopefully going to be more exciting. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't think it'll be easy for anyone.
And it looks like maybe Richardson brought in a teammate with him this season, Morris. I'm seeing a duplicate paint scheme.
I believe so.
The,
Mr.
Yeah, the number
the 470. Yeah, Mr.
Number
Tisdale.
470 Tisdale.
Trying to be the teammate to the champion from last season, so I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve there.
Indubitably. But he's
like any league though, Wendell, you don't want to come in and you want to win. Obviously, every race you can win, but you don't want to come in and start a storm. So I think a lot of these guys are maybe taking it a little bit easier.
Well, I see two of them that aren't taking it easy as Eric Mickey destroys the cones going into turn 1. He's
picking up where they left off last time they were here.
Indeed. Bombshell Motorsports Incorporated's proprietor. He's running P2 right now. He's looking to take down the defending champion of Richardson.
Don't look too far behind him, though. No stranger here to OCR TV. Mr. Peter Short looking to get his name up in this battle.
Oh, we got him in the field. Peter Short.
He was quick last season, so we'll see what he can do. And like we mentioned already, Daytona draft, great equalizer. You just gotta stay with the guy.
Indeed, and like you just mentioned, the draft here, pretty much from the entry of Oval Turn 1, a thing all the way back to the start-finish line. It's pretty amazing. The great equalizer, if you will.
just like in NASCAR.
That's call.
Just checking to see. Looks like, oh yeah, got a little contact between Mr. Garber and Mr. Johnson there in turn one a lap or two ago. So it's not going to work out well for them. Pretty heavy damage on that 54 car. So little teething pains here deep in the field.
Right now we got the 12, the 13, and the 24 locked into battle. And it looks like the 78 going to put himself into it as well.
Trying to go the long way around here.
Well, looks like no, my eyes are deceiving me. It's gonna take a race or two to get used to the new ticker, or the new timing and scoring that we're using. As I have not used this since OCR became a thing.
Since our rookie street stock days.
Over on the other streaming service.
Yeah.
But yeah, Richardson's still out front. Mickey still looking to beat his door down. Peter Short third, and then Trey's favorite guy, Matthew St. Germain, in the house. Looks like he's got a new paint on that car this year.
Looking sharp and looking to hound Peter Short there.
Yeah, but Tisdale coming up to the back bumper. He's got different plans.
You know, something different about this car this year, Wendell, which makes me kind of wonder why I didn't drive it. This car has ABS, unlike the GTE version. So makes it a little more forgiving, I guess, under braking, and also you can be much more aggressive. So that tends to lead to a little more dive bombing, I'd say.
Well, Morris, to be honest with you, I'm a little more partial to the non-ABS.
I would be, but you can't change the brake bias in a car that doesn't have a fixed series on iRacing. So when you're locked to a fixed brake bias, which is set way too forward,
brutal.
Not the best. I mean, everyone had the same thing, so you can't bitch. But
Right.
it's, you know, some people just don't like it that far forward, and unfortunately,
It happens.
Oh, looks like the 13 car, Mr. Parry, looks like he had an incident in the bus stop. Yes, he did. Oh, this looks like he lost it going in, looped around, and pounded the inside tires.
Oh, we got battle ensuing up here. Eric, Mickey, Justin, Richardson. Mickey is there. He's ready to go. Yeah.
Ooh, when that battle's happening, St. Germain just got around Peter Short as well, right behind these guys.
He did indeed. And, you know, Thomas St. Germain showed a lot of speed the last 5 weeks.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely one of the up-and-comers there at the end of the season. I think he had a little incident in Germany, but other than that, he was a podium driver every week.
Every week?
And stole that win at the season finale, if I'm not mistaken. Was it him or Will Salisbury?
I can't remember. We need a stats guy.
Always remind me of each other.
Where's Kingston?
Oh, stats? I think we need someone better than Kingston.
Like you said, he was able to get around Peter Short, so move St. Germain up to 3rd place. These two up front still locked into battle. Now Richardson not making it easy for Mickey though. He's defending that inside line to all these corners.
Yeah, he's gonna make Eric take the long way around, but you know that's what you got to do here. There's a blocking rule, but obviously these guys have been around long enough to know what you can get away with.
Yeah, you know, if you're already there, it's not blocking. But if you come down from the top of the racetrack to the bottom, now Mickey able to pull right up alongside of Justin here. Well, it looks like as soon as that car steps out, he just loses all forward momentum.
Yeah, I mean, that's an off-camera corner, and it's going to be hard to outbrake someone on the outside. Gotta get pretty lucky for that one.
We're going to take you back to the field, see if we can find you another battle. We like battles.
Doing that. Looks like Peter Short got back around Matthew St. Germain. So.
Did indeed. That draft a crazy thing down that straightaway.
Yeah, those three are still locked together there. I'm sure one little mistake will let either one of these guys around Peter if he can bobble like he did before.
All right, well, we got a longtime friend of OCR TV. We got Thomas Frederickson, the 32 Yingling car. Haven't seen old T-Freds around lately, but he's back here in race number 1 of the SCAR series.
Still your top AM driver at the moment.
No, but he's got a newcomer right behind him in the 31 car, Bernie.
Yeah, he's right there in his draft wake, so you can stick with him.
That's your amateur challenge right now. T-Fred's looking to hold on to that position. Bernie looking to take it. Just going to snatch and grab.
And you got, I guess, a lovely Hot Wheels car. Mr. Miller's driving there. And Mr. Song right in front of him. They're not too far behind Frederick, so that's your overall AM battle. That's, it's not too shabby.
Indeed, and I do like the Hot Wheels car. It's pretty good looking. Looks like he's going to be trying to work on Brian Son here. These two have been pretty close to each other since the green flag dropped, as we are now working lap 7 of 12. Getting it in.
Oh, they've got Andrew Mickey around in turn 1. Looks like another outbraking maneuver there.
Oh, we're going to cue that up, see if we can find it. Yep. Oh, yeah. Rather unfortunate, but, the good news for Andrew is there is a race number 2.
As we all know, Andrew Mickey is quite fond of race 2 because he normally starts up front.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably going to start mid-pack.
Mid-pack.
With 24 cars in here. That's
unfortunately.
That's quite a few. I'm liking it. Seeing some newcomers back here towards the rear. We got the 6 car of Hong. We got the 15 Arseth. I believe that's right.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
We got somebody who's not a stranger to OCR TV. Matt Hackathorn. He's rocking the 19 car. Dan Garber in the 33 Red Bull machine. And then my new favorite name, the 16 of Badalamenti. That is a solid name. I really like that name. Good stuff.
A few guys on pit lane as well. Looks like we're getting some damage fixed, or probably done for the event with a hood missing on a couple of those cars. Still got Eric Mickey hounding Justin up here, looking to find a way by.
He is indeed. And it's, to be honest with you, Morris, it's nice to see that Richardson's being challenged already the first race.
Yeah, I think, there's going to be tracks he's better than other people, and, we saw it last year, vice versa. Kurt got him a few times, so...
Oh, we had
bobble there.
We had something happen to Peter Short. See if we can find it. Now, looks like, oh yeah, cooked it. Entry to turn 1 and pulled a Windle right into the tire barrier. That's rather unfortunate.
That could be a Scott Ickes.
Now, that could actually be a silver lining, though. Peter's showing a lot of speed. He's going to start towards the front for the next race.
True.
So, that could be...
not the way you wanted to end your race, but yeah.
So that could be bad strategy, but strategy nonetheless. And he is going to sit on pit road for an eternity to get that damage fixed.
He's probably still towing.
Looks like we've got Miller and Son still locked in battle back here.
Looks like they're catching Fredericks a little bit. And actually, Fredericks has been passed. He's no longer the AM leader. That 31 car we saw earlier, he was right behind him. He's getting around Fredericks.
While we're talking about that, we got Mickey and Richardson up here. They're still battling down this straightaway. But yeah, does it, yep, 31 is definitely by the 32 now.
Seeing some of these cars are a little evil in their braking. Maybe the low downforce. Well, it's a fixed set. I'm not sure what the downforce Shouldn't be that low for Daytona, but they definitely look a little unstable under the brakes there.
Yeah, particularly, you know, turn one.
So Jermaine with a little mistake. Yep, gonna give up a spot there.
But it looks like he's trying to battle back. He's got the nose there. Ooh.
Ooh.
No stranger to being aggressive. He is going to get underneath Tisdale there, though.
He's like, man, I am tired of these green cars winning and passing me.
Yeah. He is
Not
going to get
today.
that position back for now. Back out front, looks like the gap still being maintained by Richardson over Mickey. Oh, looks like Tisdale's going to step it back out.
Mickey's going to have to do something pretty brave to get around him, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we've seen Richardson. He shows true speed from green to checker. So, yeah, I think, like you said, it's going to be pretty brutal. He's going to have to do it.
And on an outside pass, you really can't pinch, you know, because you're going to get yourself turned. So.
Yeah. So we got Tisdale trying to Dale Jr. St. Germain down the straightaway here. I don't know that it works like that. Yeah.
Not quite. Gonna get a good run off though.
Definitely gonna get a good run off. He's gonna have. Oh, until that.
Got too wide though. That's gonna open the door for Darwin behind him. Darwin's actually made up a lot of time from that earlier spin.
Very true, yeah. You know, we kind of fell asleep on that. You know, back up to 5th. I think he fell down to like 11th or 12th. Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention the amount of time he actually lost just overall. He's only,
yeah,
these guys are 6 seconds behind this lead battle, so it's not that bad.
I believe, until we can confirm it, I believe he has the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:44.451. So somebody lit a fire under that 72's booty.
I believe he's driving a little anger. You know, you make that mistake. It was self-induced, so you want to make up for it.
Yeah. Been guilty of that once or twice. Mickey's stepping out again on Richardson. Not gonna make it work there, but we are 3 to go currently. We're gonna be 2 to go at the line. That is really nice, not having a clock up there. That's pretty cool.
I'll make sure to put it back to the clock next week for you.
Oh, boom. Looks like
I like that. It's
the lap's much better. Looks like
get credit for that lap. Yes, he is.
Yeah, it sure did. It gave it to him.
You know, that could have been a move to try and figure out how to win this race. You don't have to make the pass. You just need to draft up enough.
Yeah, you just need to be there at the end. We got Fredericks trying to do it to the 31. Better be careful though. We've seen a bunch of cars get way out of shape there.
Man, Mine's just got around.
Fredericks making the hard pass on the outside of the 31 car. Back up to Mainz.
A little contact from Brian Song behind him. No blood there, just a little sheet metal crinkle.
Yeah, everybody's going to keep going on. Looks like the 31 might be under pressure to lose one more position now.
No? Brian might have it back there, yeah.
Yeah, he said forget that.
A little classy move there, let him back by after knocking him out of the way.
True. You know, and that's something we have seen here in the Scars more than one time.
Oh, I think Kurt at Road Atlanta gave up 3 positions to give it back to Eric. When Eric was like, "Dude, you don't have to be that polite."
Yeah. You know, tell me you're sorry. Maybe send a fruit basket or something. But no, we got Darwin Mainz.
Yeah, while Fredericks made that pass, Darwin actually passed both the guys in front of him out of turn 1, so that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he did. He's back up to P3 after an earlier incident dropped him down to, I believe, 11th. So look out for him in race number 2. He's showing lightning bolt speed. Ooh-wee.
Well, Eric trying that move again, coming to the white flag. Actually looks like he got on the brakes there, yeah. Trying to maybe size that up a little better.
I think
if you're Justin, you're going to have to be pretty aggressive on that one.
Well, you know, with that being said, if you're Mickey, you're only going to have one chance at this coming out of that bus stop. So you're going to have to set yourself up perfectly for that.
Oh, without a doubt. That could be, well, that's going to be the deal breaker. Lost a little bit of time to the horseshoe there.
Yeah, and we are on the white flag lap, according to timing and scoring.
Darwin just made a big mistake. Looked like he may have went off for the horseshoe. Going to give up a spot to Tisdale there and Matthew St. Germain.
He did in
So no one wants to finish third in this race.
Yeah, no other super duper close battles. As yeah, Mainz is off again. He's got bigger issues.
He hit something. It didn't go back far enough, but he was definitely off the pace.
He might have got a slowdown there. He had to let 4 cars by him. 5 cars if you count Fredericks.
That's a good point. Yeah, if you cut the inside by the pit wall, you do get a slowdown, and those slowdowns are atrocious.
And that moves amateur Thomas Fredericks up to 5th overall. Your leading amateur driver.
Here we go out of the bus stop. Can Eric draft by him? He's really close to Justin.
He is. He's very close. He's going to step out there. Maybe a little contact there.
A little argy-bargy there.
He's looking at it.
Oh, I don't know if he's got enough legs.
I don't think he does. He might.
Oh, no. Man, that's close. Nope.
No, not today. Justin Richardson, your pro winner.
Wow.
Looks like Frederick's going to be unchallenged for the amateur win. St. Germain going to bring it home P3. Tisdale 4th. Frederick's 5th overall amateur winner. I wish these guys would continue to drive around the damn racetrack.
I don't think they want to do another lap.
Well, then they're
Song.
just going to have to guess where they finish because it changes
P6. Well, you'll have a full rundown of results once everyone gets across the line.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
That was we started this season like we ended last season, right? With a side-by-side within inches finish.
Very true. Looks like
they're calling that one 15 1,000ths of a second for the win.
Man, that's pretty darn close. Well, it's pretty fantastic. Let's hit him with the results. Boom. Richardson, your race 1 winner. No surprise there. He's been doing it all season long. Eric Mickey, he close second. Not from lack of effort, but there's always race 2.
We saw him try it time and time again. It just didn't quite pan out on the last attempt.
And we do confirm that Darwin Mainz is going to get the fastest lap award, brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, with a 144.451. So he's got a lot of speed in that car. Looks like he finished 15th. So he might have a really good chance at race number 2 here, but we'll run you through the field.
Fourth, put him ahead of Justin for sure.
Yeah, most certainly. 4th place belongs to the 470 of Tisdale. We got 5th place, first amateur winner, Thomas Fredericks in the 32. Brian Son, 6th overall. Bernie, 7th. JD, not even going to try that. We're going to have to get confirmation on that name.
I'm Canadian.
I'm going to try DeCoucher. We're gonna work on that.
Yeah, I would go with that. I mean, for a Southern American accent.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but JD 8th. We got Miller in the 10 car. He's finishing 9th today. Jadarski, he's 10th overall. Oop, that's the wrong button. Boom, that one works. We got Parsons in the 24 is going to be your 11th place guy. Manzano in the 88 is 12th. Andrew Mickey, 13th. D. Auerseth. That's your 14th place finisher. We already discussed it. Darwin Mainz, 15th. The number 6 Hong, 16th. Hackathorn, hacking him up, 17th. Dan Garber, Badalamenti, D. Perry, your 18th through 20th place finishers. And then Hall, Short, McCarthy, and Johnson going to round out your field. Thomas, pretty good first race.
Not too shabby. I mean, I think a little contact in the back of the pack, but overall not too bad for a bunch of new guys racing around each other.
Yeah, you know,
Could have been worse. I mean, the
stuff.
finish was what you needed, and then the AM battle pretty much came down to the final lap with the Fredericks and Bernie and Brian Song. So that's once again what more could you ask for?
Indubitably. Well, sometimes it bees like that. But I
Sometimes.
guess we got some interviews we could do. Who we looking at first?
Should we grab the pro winner or the AM winner?
I think both of them are there. You make the call there, Morris.
Let's grab the princess first.
Wait, which one? Didn't. I know which one that one's gonna be. It's gonna be that one right there. Thomas Fredericks.
Hey, Mama, I made it. Hey.
Hey, Thomas, you had a pretty solid race there. You're the amateur class winner tonight, 5th overall. Tell us a little bit about it.
Really, there's not much to say. I would say track position helped a lot. I think I started 7th. I don't have the memory of some people, but
You would be correct.
so starting there, it kind of helped me. That 31, I don't know his first name with the how it works, but last name Bernie. We raced really respectively there, so I got to give a real shout out to him. And then eventually Brian caught us, and then I think there was another guy, maybe Miller, if I can remember. But I don't know. This AM class is gonna be a lot of fun if it keeps racing like this. There was like 4 cars within a second of each other, so I was just a lucky one that ended up with the victory.
Indeed,
The
indeed.
lucky one. So how was this car compared to the last generation of this car you guys ran in Daytona just a few months ago?
Yeah, I can't tell because I keep fiddling with my wheel settings. So like this car feels lighter to me for some reason. It's still got like that Ferrari dump truck, but I don't know, something about it just feels lighter. You can definitely step on the gas a lot harder than you could on the GTE. You can tell the lack of power, but at the same time, I never really felt comfortable getting on the gas like I should coming back onto the NASCAR oval. So to me, there's a difference, but maybe someone who drives them all the time will say there's no difference.
Well, Thomas, I don't know if you were still competing last season when they started doing this, but next race, an inverted field. You're gonna have your work cut out for you. You got any strategy plays we should be watching for?
Got to get through turn 1. I'll say the first thing I said once we dropped the green tonight was everyone was so respectful going into turn 1. But that was when I was in 7th. I don't know how that's going to be coming from 17th, 18th, whatever it is. So it's going to be about survival. Honestly, there was 4 cars I felt in the AM class that were really close, and it was me, Brian, someone with the last name Miller, and then Bernie. I wish I knew the first names. It's so impersonal saying the last names, but if we can get through there, I feel like one of us that gets through there might have the chance of winning the AM class, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not, just based on the fact that we only have 20 minutes to get it done.
Very true. Well, first race, first amateur class win. Thomas Fredericks driving the 32 Ferrari for Fast Daddy Racing. Thomas, good luck in race number 2, and maybe we'll get to talk to you again.
Thanks, guys, and once again, thanks for all you guys do.
Oh, you're welcome. Very welcome. Get him out of here.
You get him out of here. Let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and grab Justin, then maybe pick up one more.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Gotta make sure I grab the right person there.
Well, there's only one. Justin Richardson, picking up where he left off last season. New car. Same winner chicken dinner. Won the overall race and the pro class. Justin, tell us a little bit about your race number 1.
Yeah, good start to the season. I just got back from Vegas last night, so I wasn't sure if I was going to have time today for catching up from work to do this race. I had considered myself out, but I don't know if you guys saw, but I have a teammate that joined me this season, Antoine Tisdale, in 4th. He finished 4th anyways. So I got him to come in, and he was telling me, yeah, well, I'm going to do it, so I thought I would. it was pretty close in practice. It looked like Darwin was pretty quick, and there was a good mix of about 4 or 5 guys. I think I mentioned last season, I'm not a fan of the. I used to like Daytona and Atlanta, but I mean, when it's close like this, it's not fun. I'm sure it is for you guys.
It's
But
fun for us.
yeah, but I mean, it's just like I'm able to pull away like through the race. I knew through the bus stop, Eric had me. The rest of the lap, I'd be able to pull away, but then straights come around, slipstream, you could just pretty much be a mediocre, and I could get a mediocre corner, and then he's right in through on my ass again. And so at the end, I knew for the last 5 laps, he was sizing me up to get me at the line. I knew he was going to go for something at the end. We were just talking about it in the other room. So I kind of did a Hamilton like he did to Vettel at Spa. I lifted going into the bus stop to let him close in on me so he wouldn't have that run on the exit. He was braking too, but looked like it was enough just to blow his exit and not have that kind of a run to get me at the line.
Yeah, I was talking to Wendell. We saw the past probably 3 laps of the race. Eric had tried that move over and over and over again. If you you just kind of gave up what you did there, but I was just going to ask what other plan did you have in mind? Maybe a little nudge if you had to get him right at the line.
Nah, I don't like that kind of racing. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me. I'm not going to try to block you or hit you or anything like that. You know, I'm all for somebody that can beat me straight up. That just pushes me to work harder next time.
We're in the Daytona though. You got to give the RG Bargy a little nudge there.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but Heath says it was netcode because I don't think I moved. I'm pretty good at staying down on that line, but if you could hear the crunches going down that the last corner before the tri-oval, and he said no, it was just netcode, but it looked like he almost killed off and went into the wall at one point, and I immediately went into the Discord and I said I didn't do anything, right? And he said no, it was cool. So just wanted to make sure.
Well, Justin, the bad news is race number 2 inverted field. You will be starting Shotgun Charlie, and we have double the field size this season. So what's the strategy gonna be?
Double the field size for your viewing pleasure, huh?
Absolutely.
Good hell. I don't know. I mean, I'm used to only having to pass like 10 cars. This one's going to be like 18. I don't know. We'll just have it. We'll see how it goes, to be honest. I know Darwin looks like he's going to be starting up front. He spun past me going into lap 2 or 3. Looked like he overcooked it, and looks like he's going to be unstoppable if he can keep it on track. So I'm going to say he's in it for the win. I'm going to say, I'm looking at my screen right now and timing of the last race. I'm going to say 9th place for me.
9th place predicted.
Hold on. Maybe I should say 9th place if I finish.
Okay. Well, had to add the disclaimer there. But Justin, like we said, picking up where you left off last season. Good luck in race number 2, and congrats on win number 1 in race number 1.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully I'll be able to have some good races this season and have a lucky season again, and maybe I'll see you a few more times.
I think we might see him a couple more times.
Yeah, most certainly. It's kind of one of those guaranteed things, But looks like the server is shutting down.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which means we are less than 3-ish minutes away from the next race. So, probably best to put everything on hold, get everything reloaded, and then as soon as we are able, we're going to bring you back to the action. Race number 2 coming up. I'm Wendell. This is Thomas. We'll be back with you momentarily. But until then, just wait. we're back. Time has fast forwarded itself. It's now nighttime at Daytona. I'm still Wendell. Thomas is still Thomas. But we got race number 2 with an inverted field. Things are getting ready to hot up. Thomas, are you ready for this?
I don't know if they could hot up anymore.
Oh, they're gonna hot up so hot. It's gonna be hotter than the hot fire. If you thought a $2 pistol was hot, you ain't seen nothing yet, bud.
Well, I mean, it is nighttime, so I'm sure, you know, things can get interesting. Gonna break out the flashing lights, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So those with seizure prone might want to look away.
We're going to hit you with the race info. Daytona. We got 11 turns, 3.5 miles of awesomeness. Running a fixed setup, and that is a beautiful picture of a Ferrari there.
Yeah, something I'll never get to own.
No.
Just the
no.
picture. I mean, you know, not the car.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't know that I ever want to own a Ferrari.
You know, I hear it's a hassle.
Yeah.
You gotta be on a list, and then approved, and then
Maintenance.
The maintenance.
Yeah, that's...
People key it when you drive it anywhere, like Walmart.
Wait. Hold on. Who the hell drives a Ferrari to Walmart? Well, I had to pick up some toilet
I'm not
papers.
changing my lifestyle.
Yeah. Oh, man. Practicing...
Just because I drive a Ferrari, I'm not going to take my rollback on my beanie weenies.
Most certainly. Now, do you get the small can or the big can?
I mean, if I'm going to Sam's, I'll get the big can.
That's the important question here. Looks like practice coming to a conclusion. We're going to grid these hot rods up. We're going to set them free again. It's going to be, well, it's going to be something. We got an interesting starting grid.
Trying to see.
We're not going to be able to bring you. There we go. We're going to see. Of course, it has to wait until everybody is on track.
That's interesting.
I actually kind of like that.
I'm showing Johnson and McCarthy on the pole. Well, front row.
That is also what I'm showing. Which
with, Mr. Peter Short rolling off P3.
Yeah, everything looks. Yep, everything looks good. All right.
Of course, if anyone's new, we kind of have look foolish because it's a random grid. Well, not random; it's inverted, but it takes the system a while to pick all the names up.
Oh, look at this. We have a negative. Oh, that's a big number. There we go. It was like 2 trillion laps to go. All right, well, they're rolling. The less than 2 minutes before we get race number 2 started. We've got the inverted field. We got Peter Short going to be rolling off P3. He showed plenty of speed during race 1. Had an incident with the tire barrier in turn 1.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, just, jumped up and bit him.
I think the guy to watch will be Peter Short, though, Wendell, because he's the top pro, and he's got a pretty big gap to the next pro. So if he can just manage this race and not find trouble like he did last race, he's looking pretty good.
And I'm showing Dan Garber on track, but he's not registered as an amateur or a pro. I have to figure out what's going on there.
Good job, Eric Mickey.
Wow. Thanks, Eric. But
Eric Mickey has missed the grid.
Eric, whoa.
Wow.
That's going to be painful. Wait, how do you miss the grid?
Painful pace cars off, and I believe Johnson's got the green.
Pace cars down. Cars are gone.
You know what's awesome about this car, Wendell? No yellow lights, so it doesn't look terrible.
Indeed.
Except Peter already trying to make the move on the outside there for the lead.
As we watch all 23 of these cars come through.
That's a hot mess.
That is definitely a hot mess. A lot of hot action, though. Oh, we got contact. Oh, we got cars around in the back. And it looks like Richardson's going to be in there. Tisdale.
And Fredericks.
We can't get Buttons are hard. Lots of contact back there.
Oh, looks like a chain reaction wreck there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it Tisdale into
Richardson into the
Frederick,
31,
into-
into the Tisdale, into the Fredericks. Rather unfortunate, but wow. Peter Short, your new leader.
That was more exciting than the last start.
Indubitably. Knew we'd get it in at least once tonight.
I didn't get my terminologist in yet, though. I don't know where I could put that one.
Oh, you just did. Nailed it.
Look for some T-shirts on that, maybe. Hashtag coming soon.
Yeah, Peter Short taking a commanding lead already. He's got a half a second gap to second place.
They've actually gapped third already, pretty successfully.
Yeah, a lap. This is interesting. We have lap one of 2,147,000,000.
I think it might need a minute to sort that one out.
Yeah, probably here after the completion of lap 2, 1.
If not, I hope you brought your extra coffee cup.
Yeah, we're in for a hell of an endurance race here. We got more contact in the back of the field. Oh, we got big trouble in turn 1. We got a whole bunch of them.
Side.
Looks like the 33 and the 88 all in big trouble there. We'll see if we can't cue that back up for you.
Tequila Patron Ferrari actually went for an e-ticket ride there.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. That's
Clip. Nice. Someone in an NVIDIA machine. Looks like he tried to stay off. Yeah, he was in contact with the carbon machine there. That kind of flipped him on his side.
yeah, looks like the 88 just came into turn 1 a little too hot. Cooked it a little bit, but it's gonna end the night for a bunch of them. Thomas, don't look now, but Darwin Mines already on a roll. He's up to third.
Wow, he actually started pretty deep in the field as
He
well.
rolled off this grid in 11th position, Thomas. Or 10th, excuse me.
Yeah, that's still.
We got
that's
another one
pretty
behind
impressive.
him. Badalamenti? Yep, he's in the tire barrier through the bus stop. Oh, we got another one
Oh,
just
and another
smashed
one coming
into. Who
in.
was that? Not sure who that was. The 9 car of JD. That's, ouch.
Oh, man. This is insult to injury.
That was a. We'll check it out here. That was a pile drive.
That was like, that's a good parking spot. Mind if I pick up?
Oh, and just landed it perfectly on him, too. That's unfortunate.
Wow, but that was pretty
And
good.
as we say that, we've got Darwin Mines missing.
Oh, we also have. Looks like Hall is going to spin into pit lane through turn 1. That's always impressive.
I'm not even showing Darwin on the racetrack. Darwin coming down pit road.
Interesting. Something must have happened there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. They're not really sure why he would
It's
pull off
actually-
like that, but
That left the server. He must have. Sometimes he has to leave for work, so he might have had an emergency work.
no, that's very true. But back out front, Peter Short. He's extended his lead. We'll see if we can find you the.
I would definitely say inverting the field has definitely cranked up the drama here.
Indeed. Well, speaking of drama, we got St. Germain, Justin Richardson, 10th and 11th respectively already. Lap 3. Richardson rolling off the grid in dead last. He's already made his way up
A
to
P9
11th.
is what he wanted.
Yeah, I think he
I believe he'll get that as 3 wide down the backstretch.
I think he underestimated himself there, but 3 wide with St. Germain and I believe the 15 car of Perry. Richardson going to come out on top there. Move him up to, what is that, P9. So there he is on lap 3. He has already reached his goal.
He's got the 2 Infernos side by side, so I'm sure he'll draft up on them probably in another lap or 2.
Yeah, and looking back, I missed the grid. Eric Mickey already made his way up to 13th position. He's looking
Yeah, we
pretty
got
strong.
Song right in front of him. I believe some of these guys maybe benefited from the carnage as well, but they've also, I mean, it's impressive. They started, especially Eric, he started from pit lane.
Yeah, and he's not too far behind Richardson there.
No, I believe they all got in that little incident together too that caused damage to Richardson's teammate, but I believe that it's sorted out pretty well from that so far.
Yeah, and even with that being said, you know, Tisdale a couple spots behind them.
Yeah, he's still hanging with Fredericks even with a bent wing. So
Well, looks like we got a little battle up here with I believe Richardson and Miller.
both of them sawing on it through the second horseshoe there.
Yeah, to go right, you must go left, right, left a little bit more, then right again, and then you'll make it through the corner.
And then check your underwear.
Yeah. But Richardson
How about
already up to 8th.
How about a shout out to Andrew Mickey up to P3. Started, I'm showing him gridded 12th.
Oh, make that P4. Looks like the 22.
Yep, just lost one. Yep.
Yeah, made his way around.
Still
but
solid move for both these guys. They gridded. What did they actually grid? Yeah, 11th and 12th together, so they've been working their way up through the field.
Indeed.
Got the one P5 right now. Might gonna get one of those up here. That was kind of drifting on the high side.
Yeah, looks like McCarthy gonna make his way around him.
It's a pretty 69 car there. Very bright.
Indeed. With the Volt paint scheme aboard. It's
Isn't that
definitely
the name
bright.
of a Chevy Volt car?
It's either the name of a Chevy or a employment service. Not sure which
I
one.
haven't heard
but-
that one. Oh, Hackathorn trying to get the crossover there on him.
And he is going to make it work through there, but going to be at a
Outbreak into
disadvantage.
the horseshoe. He's going to try and undercut him again, I'm sure. Yep.
Indeed.
It's going to be a tough one, though. You're not going to get that done through the kink.
No, not at all. We're working lap number 5 of 12. Peter Short's
We
still
got
out
12
front.
laps now.
Yeah, it
2
did.
trillion.
It sorted itself out on lap number 3. And Ramathorn, a.k.a. Matt Hackathorn, he's still working on this Volt car. I believe McCarthy, is that right? Yeah, 69 of McCarthy. But, yeah, again, Peter Short with a 5.5 second lead over second place. And with Darwin essentially knocking himself out there, having to come down pit road. He's sitting pretty, as Trey would say. But Richardson,
Yeah, he's sitting real pretty.
Richardson making the pass on the number 24 car, Parsons. Moved Richardson up to 7th. He's coming.
That looked easy.
Yeah, I don't think I could have done that. Of course.
And last time we saw him, he was what, with Saint Germain, and look at the gap he's put on Saint Germain already.
Yeah. Almost 2 seconds. Well, maybe a little bit more now after that pass there, but yeah.
Man, he's gonna try and get one here till the outside. Yeah, outbraked himself, huh? Oh, so the Hackathorn, this is a hot mess here. 4 cars into a blanket.
It is, and
Justin took the X there just to get the run off.
he did.
Oh, I believe he might have got to slow down.
It looked like he might have there. I think he's going now. Yeah, he's definitely going now, but
He's
yeah.
slow to that corner.
Oh, we got contact. The 24 and the 46. 24 not going to be happy with the end of the deal that he got there. Let's see if we can take you back to that. To get you a better angle on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, just got the rear wheels picked up off the ground and round he got sent.
I was hearing some talk about blocking, but I don't believe he moved.
No, it just like the
No, he just got drilled into, yeah.
yeah.
Might incur a penalty to Saint Germain there.
But while that being said, we got Richardson up to 6th. He's working on 5th place. Hackathorn, he's I don't understand how he makes it look that easy, but P5, Justin Richardson.
This Hackathorn asks, "Are you even real, man?"
Did,
He is a robot sometimes.
Did he really just say that? Yeah, he is most certainly real.
The real deal.
Yeah, the real deal Holyfield. P5 for Justin Richardson, rolling off the grid dead last.
A little gap to make up here with Andrew but I don't know though. These guys are still running side by side. He's probably in a real limit as well.
We've got Eric Mickey. He's on a roll. He's up to P8 after rolling off this race off the pit road.
Apparently, that's what happens when you try and reply to a message on the grid.
And I'm pretty sure that message would just have to wait.
Sure, yeah. He's in that gaggle now that we saw earlier.
He is. He's going to get around McCarthy here. He's going to be working on Ramathorn next. Eric Mickey up to P7.
This is what we wanted to see, right? This is when your fast guys are trying to navigate through the field. What's interesting is Justin's already caught up to Andrew.
Yeah,
man. Past him.
And around he goes. He is going to have a rear bumper full of him, but Eric Mickey maybe 2 seconds back from him. So
there's no love lost between those Mickeys.
No, not at all. Same house.
Call a road Atlanta race where one of them was in the grass down the straightaway. So
yeah.
He got a mega run out of the bus stop.
Yes, he did.
Andrew.
He did. He gained a little bit of time on Richardson there, and these two battled the entire race number 1. So we'll keep an eye on that and see what happens.
I'm not sure if Andrew may have had a slowdown there or something because he completely botched that bus stop.
But back out front, Peter Short has gapped second place by 10 seconds, Thomas.
Well, how about our second place man, Mr. Johnson? Quiet, clean race. He is your top running AM guy right now.
Is indeed. And it's a pretty
unchallenged, really.
Pretty good looking car he's got there.
Yeah, it's I'll go first out and say this car not the easiest to paint in the world.
No,
it's a Ferrari, it's great. No, not really.
Yeah, no, it seems to be like a lot of curbs and stuff.
Lines don't really match up. They're not where you want them to be. It's more of a basic color kind of car, but
whoever did that one, they
overall in here.
Yeah, they nailed it. Right behind him, we got the 22 of Arseth. Another pretty good looking Ferrari there. The JMS logo.
Actually, he's about to be under fire from a certain someone.
Oh, I don't even think that's fire. I think that's hot lava in his rear view. And we know what they say about hot lava. Oh, he's flashing them already. He's like, I'll let you know I'm coming, bud.
I'm just checking, make sure they work here when I get to you, and just let you know. He's still got 5 or 4.5 laps left to make up spots here.
Yeah, it looks like realistically, Richardson might be able to make his way up to second. And he is pretty far back to 17 seconds to the lead. But he's already there to P3.
Got a spin from Matt Hackathorn in the bus stop and Andrew Mickey trying to miss him.
Rather unfortunate.
Actually, just got clipped a little bit by Hackathorn there. They're going to cost those guys several positions. Yeah, also, St. Germain on pit lane, so something pretty major happened to him.
Oh! Hackathorn up in the air. Hot Wheels car just launching him. Yeah, it looks like
a hit from Miller as well.
Yeah, Hackathorn just got really loose. Clip Mickey in there. Oh! Wow! Hackathorn barrel rolling down the back straightaway. That's
make a highlight reel.
Yeah, that's rather unfortunate for the Hot Wheels car. It's gonna take forever to get those names down. The Hot Wheels car, as well as Andrew Mickey. I believe who is in the Hot Wheels car?
Greg Miller.
Greg Miller, the 10 car. So rather unfortunate for him and Andrew there, but well, and Hackathorn to be fair.
So we have had all kinds of things happening. Fredericks got loose into the second horseshoe, which collected McCarthy. They both went, well, he went under Fredericks, so that happened.
Yeah, dude, it's 24 cars in this race. It's tough to keep up with everything. I thought.
I was wondering what happened to McCarthy because he was running 14th, and he was further up the field than that. And that's what happened.
Yeah, I thought 12 cars were hard to
Yeah.
keep up with. Holy hell. Back out front, though, Richardson up to P3. He's closing that gap to the 54 of Johnson. I know Johnson doesn't want to see that. I know Peter definitely doesn't want to see that. Eric Mickey worked his way back up to 5th place after starting on pit road, Thomas.
That's crazy. And he's still running right up there with Justin as far as lap times.
Yeah, competitive lap time. Matter of fact, he was faster than Justin that last time by. It might be the fastest lap of the race.
It's like he's a pro or something.
You know. Oh, is he almost cooked it going into 1 there. He made it work, though.
Man.
Maybe you guys are onto something with that ABS. Now, the 22 not going to make it easy on him. And naturally,
No,
he
but-
shouldn't. But
He's catching him about a second and a half a lap, though, so it's not going to be much of a battle.
no, as Mickey does make the clear. Move Mickey up to P4. His next victim is looking like Justin Richardson, if he can get to him. But Richardson pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last race, he was pretty much even with him, to be honest.
And barring any catastrophic failures from Peter Short, he's pretty much going to lock this up, as Richardson has not made up more than a second on him over the last 2 laps.
With only 3 to go, that's you're going to need a massive mistake.
As Eric Mickey just laid down a lightning bolt lap that last time by. 144 flat.
4/10 quicker.
Indeed. He is a man on a mission right now. No arguing
I'm sure
that.
Johnson is hoping that these two get battling behind him so he can hang on to second.
Indeed. Yeah, and you know, like you said earlier, Johnson just minding his own business out here, running clean and green.
They
And,
had a rough race 1, but that's what race 2 is all about, rebounding.
yeah, and he does have a hard-charging Richardson. This will be interesting to see. And Richardson going to close up on him pretty big right here, coming into 1.
Yeah, that, I was going to say 13 because that's what he ran last year, but he's a 1 car this year. He is a monster under braking.
Yes. Yeah, you
He
would
was a
think.
monster in the other car. He's even, I mean, it's just that much better now.
You would think that maybe he has some pretty top-notch equipment.
That's what I hear. Although that top-notch equipment sometimes bites him in the butt. So,
Sometimes, yeah.
little Kansas wheel failure.
Yeah. That,
Although he almost came back and won that one. So.
yeah, right. But yeah, Johnson about to be under fire from Richardson. Now Eric Mickey not as much of a beast under braking, but he's still hanging on, looking to give somebody some hell. We're 2 to go as Peter Short is coming into the bus stop right now.
The downside for Johnson is you want to finish obviously as high as you can. Podium would be great, which I believe he could hold off Eric if Justin gets by him, because Eric's still got a lot of time to make up. But you got to remember not to wreck the car. You're going to be the AM winner, so you need to be pretty consistent here.
And a smooth move there by both Richardson and Johnson. Johnson lifting a little bit earlier to give Richardson the run. And I think, like you said, Morris, it's better to finish the race than to not.
I mean, he didn't lose a lot of time there, so I think he could hold Eric off, especially hanging on to Justin's draft.
Indeed.
You don't outbrake yourself trying to break with him.
But an impressive run from Richardson, P2, after starting shotgun Charlie.
Incredible. Him P2, Eric P3. I mean, I think Eric would get the drive of the race from starting from pit lane, but still both impressive drives. Especially with some of the carnage we've seen in the back half.
Well, this is being called the final lap, Thomas. So we're gonna see if
He's about halfway done with it.
we'll see if Eric is able to make up this distance to Johnson. But yeah. Wow.
I would definitely say this one's been more action-packed.
Yes, and it is. This is why I love race number 2.
All I can say is I hope Eric had his Wheaties, because he might have some reviewing to do.
Yeah, that might be the only drawback to having this many cars in the field. But just make sure you save those replays. But as they hop up onto the Daytona Oval, Mickey's
He's
going to
over
have
the
his work
bus
cut out
stop
for
there.
him.
I don't think he can catch him. I don't think he's close enough.
He's going to have to get a hellacious run through the bus stop. I think he's going to give it his try. But that 20 car real smooth through there, so I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh.
Pretty good exit.
Yeah, he's catching him. I don't know that I don't know that he's going to have time to get around him, but he definitely outdrove him there through the bus stop.
Cross the line as your winner. Let's see if Eric can get him here.
He's trying. We got Peter Short, your overall winner, amateur winner as
got him
well.
this time though.
He did get him. Eric Mickey at the line. P3, definitely drive of the race. But we got Peter Short. He's your amateur / overall winner, which is pretty incredible. And in chat, we got Hackathorn asking, you guys catch my flip? Matt Ramathorn, we most certainly did. Barrel roll for the win. It's rather unfortunate for you, but thank you for that. It was highly entertaining.
Without a doubt. Actually, Peter is your pro winner. He's a pro.
He is the pro. Oh! Nailed
He's
it.
got one of those massive high ratings.
Indubitably. Well, I'm glad we have Morris here to keep
So
me
your
straight.
winner will actually be Mr. Johnson. A man named Johnson. I just love saying it that way.
Man named Johnson. Johnson!
He's your top AM guy.
I hope we can get him here in the TeamSpeak or Discord, whatever it is we're using.
Whoa, whoa.
I know I'm going to be shot for that as soon as I walk out of this booth.
That's a penalty.
But really good run for Peter Short during race number 2. And an incredible run for Justin Richardson and Eric Mickey. But I'm with you, Morris. I think we have to give drive of the race to Eric Mickey there for starting on pit road. That's pretty incredible. And to finish as close to Richardson as he did, that's a stand-up. That's nothing to gawk at. So 2 podium finishes for both them gentlemen.
And Tisdale back with a P6. We saw the incident he got in earlier with Fredericks and Bernie, so that's a solid run.
Indeed, man. It's a lot of solid runs.
Yeah, a lot of rebounds, I guess, from the first race. That's typically what we see, in the second one. Those guys get inverted. Sometimes you don't make it back through. I know Fredericks didn't look like he actually made it back through from that first round, so for sure, that one was a lot more exciting.
Yeah, most definitely. But Peter Short making a couple of extra laps here. He's getting that extra practice in. Unfortunately for Peter, there's no race number 3, but sure he wouldn't mind there to be.
I don't know. I think he wants to start at the front again, though, right? He won this one, so let's start it back again.
Yeah. So he'll be
looking a good thing.
He'll be looking forward to race number 4. But hell, we're gonna have to give Amateur Johnson in the 54 car the amateur class winner love. Wish these guys would stay on track so we could get their car in the shot, but
I don't see him on Discord either.
Don't
unless
either.
He's AJ. Is he AJ?
Actually, I believe he is.
Should just grab him. We'll just play it off as he is.
You know what? Let's just snatch and grab. Let's do it.
Well, bam. I snatched and grabbed, and I believe, hopefully, we're correct in saying this is your amateur winner, Mr. Johnson.
Driver of the 54 car. Kept it clean, kept it green, just stayed the course. Didn't get into any trouble like pretty much every other car out there. Mr. Johnson, first win of the season, comes in race number 2. Tell us a little bit about your night.
Well, I tell you, it was actually fun to actually really get a clean race. First of all, thanks to everyone for all the fun, and thanks to you guys for broadcasting this thing. But yeah, it kind of helps to start at the front. But yeah, I just tried to keep it clean. And I believe it was Mr. Short tucked in right away and into the lead, and went to school a little bit Learned a little bit about entry into one and the bus stop as well. So that helped me a lot. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Now, I believe we saw you run here a few times last year. Planning to make maybe a full season effort run this year, or just kind of maybe going to be work dependent?
Yeah, that's it. It's just work dependent. It's like everything else. I sure wish I could sit down at this console and just run the laps over and over and over. I think that's where you put the work in. But unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. But it's great. You got all manner of skill level here, and seems like with a field grid this big, you can always find someone to race with. I don't know how in the world I stayed up front that long, but it's just proof that yeah, you mix the grids like this, it makes it quite a bit of fun.
Well, you're looking pretty good so far for the amateur class. I believe I'm not a numbers guy, but I believe this finish with your race number 1 finish should put you close, if not in the lead, close to the points lead. So even if you do end up running a part-time schedule, that's a good spot to be in. How hypothetical question for you? How good would it be if you ran a part-time schedule and then ended up winning the amateur class?
Oh goodness, yeah, that would be a blast. I'll be honest, I don't see that happening. I mean, you look at again how deep this field is. There's some pretty fast guys in there, even on the amateur side. You know, uh, and of course, tracks matter. We'll see where we go down the road. I've got my favorites. Yeah, I ran here last season, and yeah, I can't remember how I did, but yeah, through the course of the last season, we had some pretty funny ones with the 54 car. But yeah, it'd be great. But at the end of the day, I just want to show up as often as possible and have fun, learn, and just keep it moving forward. I'm just so excited about where the league is right now.
Well, I don't want to speak for Wendell, but I'm glad you had fun and hope to, like I said, see you more this season. I believe we have drop weeks in as well, so that should also help with some of the points battles.
Yeah, hoping so. And yeah, with the going to the GT3 cars here, yeah, a little bit easier to drive in some ways. Just my style. I race the BMW quite a bit, and with all the trinkets on it. So yeah, this is a little bit more suited for me, I think. But still got a lot to learn on it. But looking forward to it.
Well, definitely congrats on the first win of the season. Driver of the 54 car, Johnson, picking up a W, race number 2 in the amateur class. 4th overall, nothing to gawk at. But
Oh, that's stout, really, considering what was coming behind him.
indeed. Let's
See
get
if we can grab the pro winner maybe. I think he's done doing his victory laps.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Another man who's not too shy or not too I don't know what the word I'm looking for. He's a familiar face up here in victory lane. So
Well, speaking of familiar faces, Peter, the pro short. He rolled off the grid in race number 2 and 3rd. Made his way to the lead pretty damn quickly. And then basically just gapped the field from there. Peter, tell us a little bit about your night.
Yeah, going back to that first race, man. It's kind of one of those things. It's a bittersweet thing. That second race, because that first race I felt like I had a good car, and I locked up the rear brakes. Well, I didn't lock them up, but the car got away from me in turn 1, and I'm not a big fan of the brake bias. I usually run my brake bias forward of most people. For whatever reason, having a forward brake bias suits me, allows me to charge the corner, and you need a good forward brake bias for turn 1 at Daytona, and we didn't quite have that. We had a little bit further back, and that's just the iRacing default. You can't change it with these GT3 cars. I was hoping you could, Because last season with the GTEs you couldn't, and I was hoping, well, maybe the GT3s would change that, but you can't. The brake bias is still fixed.
Send that email to iRacing.
I know, right? I need to send them a couple of things. But that caught me out and just destroyed the car, and that put me up the front in that second race, and felt like I made a pretty good pass there for the lead right at the beginning of the race, and just kind of kept it clean, kept it on the track. So I realized I was already at a point deficit at the beginning of that race, so I tried to keep it on the track and get those 2 bonus points for not getting an incident point, which I succeeded in. That was, keeping it on the track and just laying down some consistent laps. I was much more ginger into turn 1. I gingerly entered turn 1 basically every lap in that second race because I did not want to do a repeat of the first race, especially from the lead of the race when I felt like I had it. But man, credit to Richardson and Mickey. Those guys were catching me. I was watching them on my relative. They were catching me every lap, and I knew I had a big enough lead. But they came through the entire field and still finishing and up there up the front. So those are the guys to beat. Looking forward in this season. I don't think I'll be full time, but I'll be 75% of the races probably, and looking forward to it. And I bought this car today. It's the first time I've run it, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, I don't really have a thing to add to that one, Wendell, other than congrats on the win. And like I said, hope we see you. You said 75%, so hope we see you for those races. And obviously, you're going to be a factor on the overall win there.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night, and thanks to OCR and Scars and the Mickeys for putting this all together. They do a great job, and it's a lot of fun.
Indubitably. He's short, picking up the first win of the season in the first night, race number 2. So hopefully,
Wendell, there's a little strategy there, right? If
yeah.
you don't want to give up points in the first race, obviously.
No,
but if you know you can't win, or maybe you get damage early on, and you had speed in the car, do you play a little mind games there and go to the back and start up front for the second race?
Yeah. Me personally, I don't really know about starting mid pack, but he rolled off the grid, I think, third in that race. So
if you're going to finish 4th or 5th, or let's say you're going to finish 10th, but you were running in the top, I don't know, maybe Darwin was a good example. Maybe you kind of park it or get damage, or just figure out, if I can get myself up front for the second race, this might go a lot better.
Indeed.
So that would be something to follow all season. Maybe not a championship move, but a couple race wins go pretty good on your resume there.
I'd have to agree. But I think it's time for a Mika.
An Eric Mika?
An Eric Mika. Snatch and
You
grab.
ask and you shall receive.
That's
Hopefully
how
he's
we
not
do.
doing paperwork.
Well, even if he is, put the pin down. Eric Mickey rolled off the grid. Oh, yeah, he didn't. Rolled off the pit lane to come back and finish third, just a second and a half off of Richardson, who started on the grid. Eric Mickey, Thomas and I have given you the drive of the race. Tell us a little bit about your awesomeness.
Performance?
Well, so I got a message from Darwin asking a question, and I was in the middle of trying to answer that. In the middle of trying to answer that when I realized I missed the grid and then would have to start from the pit lane. And that's funny because right now I was in the middle of messaging him the answer to that question, and you pulled me in here, and I can't do that right now.
Nailed it.
So, yeah. Anyway, other than that, I mean, there was a bunch of accidents I'm sure I'll get to see when I watch this all back, that allowed me to catch a bunch of cars, and it was just hard racing from there on out, trying to minimize the advantage point-wise over Richardson there.
Yeah, talk about that. You guys were, I mean, like you said, I know you made a few spots with the Rex, but you guys were in a zip code of your own there at the end, in the 44s. Some of the guys you were battling in the 45s, 46s. How difficult was it to manage the traffic? And then once you got past the guys, hope they didn't just kind of draft back by you on the straightaway, even though you had a speed advantage.
I mean, honestly, I was surprised that there wasn't more of that. Racing Brian he was able to come back at me and get back around me after I had passed him. But for the most part, I think everybody else I passed, I mean, I was looking for it, but they weren't able to keep close enough to me, I guess, on once we got onto the banking to draft back. Besides Brian, but I mean, that was good, clean racing. And I was telling the people I was in the chat room with, I was like, maybe some of these AM drivers will let me go because they're not really racing me. And I don't really think or know that would happen, but yeah, I don't know. I was just I took as many opportunities as I could. I don't know if you caught it, but I feel like I was pretty much wrecked going into turn one lap there at the end. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I was yeah, I was doing everything I could. I didn't, the way if we keep these grids at the size that they're at, and the way that the reverse grid for race 2 happens, I don't think it's going to be easy for Richardson to pull away in the championship. So anything I need to do to get by and keep the points gap from getting too out of hand, I just needed to go for it, and that was the motivation for that race 2 coming back, even though I had a terrible start.
Well, we know too, his arch rival Kurt Crum was not here tonight, so when Kurt returns, that'll be another factor into the mix there. But me and Wendell talked about it at the start. 24 cars tonight. How impressed are you for that grid?
I'm extremely impressed and extremely happy. But I think the most impressive thing is that there were some incidents and everything out there, but for the most part, everybody seemed very positive about the experience and everything that was going on. So it looks good as far as people who can show up and race next week and the week after that. They're interested in continuing to be a part of this. So hopefully that rings true and we can keep this thing going and growing. And it'll be a lot of fun if we can keep this amount of cars showing up every week. And we still got more waiting in the wings to show up. Like you said, Kurt wasn't here. There's always Ron. There's a few others that weren't here tonight. Will. So it'll be really fun if we get everybody, all those guys show up as well as everybody who was out here tonight.
Wendell?
Oh, hello. Yeah, Mickey, I will say this. It is infinitely more difficult to keep up with 24 cars. However...
Well, how about the time when it's hard to keep up when Hackathorn's flipping in the bus stop and Fredericks is on top of another car in an international horseshoe. That's hard to call both those at the same time.
Let's not forget cones falling from the sky. I don't know if you caught any of that, but I certainly caught a cone falling from the sky.
Well, basically what happened, looks like, I believe it was race 1. You cooked turn 1 and smashed them. And then somehow in the middle of race 2, they landed. So not really sure how high they went up there. No, it was infinitely more difficult to keep up with it. However, it was infinitely more entertaining. And, like said towards the end of last season and of course again tonight, you guys, you admins have really stepped up to increase the quality of racing. And tonight is a direct result of that. There was just so much going on throughout the field. It was hard to keep up with it, but Thomas and I are going to give it our best, and hopefully we can make it somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super happy with the way that this first week went, and mostly just because of the attitude throughout it and going at. I mean, if you look down in that general chat or whatever, we still had a bunch of people hanging around. Last season, nobody was on here to begin with, let alone hanging out after the race and talking more. So, I mean, good start to season 2. We have, we got to work well to make sure that season 2 continues to be this strong, and hopefully we can go the distance with a good, solid, large field of cars.
Indeed. But we're just gonna keep them in here, Morris. We're gonna run you through the results. There's quite a few of them, and there's a reason why we're keeping them in here. The Penguin RC Simulation Fastest Lap Award goes to Eric Mickey, who laid down a 1:44 flat, fastest lap we've seen all day. Literally, somebody set fire into that man's butt, and he rode that fire all the way to a 3rd overall. But yep, we're gonna run you through the grid, gentlemen. Where are we at next week?
Watkins Glen.
Oh, really?
Should be. I'm pretty sure I kept the first 2 weeks the same as they were last.
Well, there was no drama there last year, so I don't know.
There was also not 24 cars either.
We got to see if Corey Bunch will come back and try bump drafting down the straights again and see how.
Well, wasn't that yes, that was the last lap pass between Justin and Kurt last year that saw Justin go around. So
be interesting. Their first time racing each other. Season 2 is going to be there.
Definitely looking forward to seeing Kurt's cab back out here.
She's been spruced up for the GT3. She's ready to roll.
Indeed, but I don't know if Eric's seen it, but Eric, have you seen the new overlays and the new graphics?
I have not, but I will because I'm gonna go back and watch how all this played out in a few minutes here after I get everything situated with the AM class points and everything. Grab a drink and sit back and watch the carnage.
I'll tell you, Thomas definitely outdid himself. As we said in chat, there, it's going to take us
up there in the booth. I hope you had the orthopedic chair put in.
Yeah, and I got my I don't know, insert old man thing here. Was it the candy? What are the candy things the old guys eat? The Werthers.
Oh yeah, those butterscotch little heart candies.
Or Werthers in my hot tea up here.
My. Well, gentlemen, we have run through the results. We have talked until Thomas is blue. It's like checking out a chicken teat. If you can find one of those, we're about to be rich. Not to be confused with Richardson. We're not going to be able to bring you that interview tonight, as he is already gone. But yeah, Thomas, I believe we're back OCR TV Sunday night.
Sunday.
With
Dover, Delaware.
Race number 3 of the B Series Championship, which I believe Eric is contending for.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to practice his pit lane entry this week.
So much Eric. There's just so much Eric on OCR. But join us Sunday night, 10 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. Maybe this time iRacing Live will get its shit together. Yeah, sorry, not holding anything back. Yeah, it's
no email on that one yet, so no.
That's a nightmare. In any event, regardless of that, we will be here live, OCR TV, 10 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard, again Monday night, and then next Wednesday night, 8:55 p.m., we've got Scars action. I'm looking forward to that. Watkins Glen, 2 races, inverted in the second. I'll definitely be there for that. But yeah, until then.
I'll be there for the first.
Yeah. Until then, I'm Wendell. That's Thomas. And we'll see you again Sunday night, 10 p.m.-ish.
Bye.
Oh, so anticlimactic.